probably get you when you bought the smoke.
I have no idea.
How much did it cost?
$5.
25.
Do you?
In the oldest time they used to plant oranges, and that's why they call it Naranjo. This was the place that in the oldest time in the high mountain they used to plant tobacco. Bless you. But they're not planting tobacco anymore. Okay? So this is a little bit of a medium-sized town called Naranjo. Salud. And the next town that we are going to pass slowly, so you can take the view and the pictures, is going to be Zarcero.
Shadow City. Shadow City. I like that.
To see, since we get over the 4,500 feet, is going to be vegetables. Also, from 4,500 feet up, the main activity will be dairy cows or dairy products. Okay? Then the cows that we have over here, they brought it from Wisconsin. Okay, the Holsteins and the Jerseys. Okay, and those are the ones from Highlands to produce milk. Up on the top, okay, you see all the cabbage over there planted surrounding in that area, and they're combining because we're on the limit of the coffee and the start of the vegetables. The milk in Costa Rica, like I said, we have the largest factory in Central America. It's called Dos Pinos. It's located in Alajuela center part, and they export milk all over the canals and hummingbirds and orchid bees. On the commercial banana that you saw is the plastic bag with the chemical and pesticide on it. So all that is the difference between what we produce for the local consumption and what they produce to export. The banana will be on the house garden than the one who is commercially for the one you get there in US. You put on your mouth and it's like a puree. There is actually no fiber, very sweet, and no seeds in the center. Okay, and they used to have 4-seed banana. Rulo banana have no seeds. Okay, there is 70 species of banana and 300 ways of preparing food using bananas. Okay, and that way using also some plants that you can use as natural insecticides. Over here, this is what we call a tramo on the left side. Those are side business of the wife of the house. The landscape over here, the beauty of Costa Rica, we're so small and the landscape is so tough and break up landscape that you can in 20 minutes be in a different temperature, a different view. Each in other areas they produce apples. Okay, not the red big apple that you have, is a yellowish. What created the illness of the mad cow.
Right.
You know, they turned the vegetarian cows into carnivorous.
Yeah.
So, not good.
Why not?
That's why I produce mad cow. Why not? Okay, right over here, this is Zarcero. There is a very interesting, the people who is on this side of the bus, you don't have to stand up on the right side. The people who is on the left side, I recommend you to film that way. Okay. Oh, vamos a pasar suavecito. We're gonna pass slowly. So you can see one of the most beautiful park over here. A gentleman 50 years ago decided to make on his free time work the park, work the cypress, ending up with a beautiful park. The park belongs to the church, and the whole park is packed with topiaries. Yeah, and this is the town of Zarcero. Okay. All those cypress together that way. But what happened is that the park belongs to the church. They brought a new priest. The old priest retired. And the new priest came up after 50 years saying, no more, that's fine, go. The whole town stopped going into church.
Yeah.
Good.
The whole town stopped going into church. The bishop had to come and see what was going on, and at the end they removed the priest to another county, and they leave a new one here, and now they hired two young gentlemen who are helping him to keep the park. He never charged a penny. He just did it because he wanted to see his park beautiful, and he did that. And it wasn't fair that the priest just removed him like nothing happened after 50 years. So the people, the whole town, stopped coming into church. And trust me, every Sunday, empty church, not a good thing.
That happens.
Okay? And it happened over here, Zarcero. They also produce dairy products. Okay, also they have cattle industry around the area to produce milk. When I say that in Costa Rica it's not allowed to do mining gold, but it's allowed to do this kind of gravel or material for construction. Okay, there is people who get the permit to break into the ground and get the materials, but not that way mining gold. We don't mine gold since the 50s. Okay, like I said, they found a 4-pound nugget in Costa Rica, so that brings a lot of ideas about mining, but in Costa Rica it's not allowed.
I think Kimberly Clark was just paper. So like you're saying, a lot of the plastic is from China. All from China. They recycle everything, right? They get it all shipped in and then they turn it into products.
Right now, there is a new law in Costa Rica that they will tax higher the company who use a one-use plastic. I'm out getting the fish, so not only the fish right there.
I saw seals. The seals, they get tangled up in the monofilament, and there are people up there rescuing them. Because they catch them on the land, and then they have to cut the monofilament off. It's like not good. Well, you don't know.
so you can have lunch alone. I'm gonna show you different restaurants, different sodas and different places that you can go and have your meal alone. Okay, we're gonna take the square, the center square. Please do not go, all of you, to one spot, because all of you go to a little soda, that place will collapse. So that's why I'm gonna give you different choices. So please have your lunch, and then you're gonna have a little bit of time to walk around the town. If you need a haircut, there it is.
We're better to drink our own.
And I tell you, the water, the salad, the ice is good. So you don't have to carry your own water. We are going to get into the area. The first one that I'm going to show you is called Q Taco. They do taco, they have roasted chicken, they have rice and beans, they have fajitas, they have nachos, but it's very small. It's a soda. It's right over here at the left side. It said there, you see, Q Taco. They sell plantain, fried plantain. If you miss home, KFC. Right behind the church. We're going to park the bus so you can go down here. They have milkshake, ice creams, and dessert. The red, across the street, crossing the park, the red roof that you see on the other side over there, that is a grill restaurant. Food, grilled chicken, grilled beef. On the corner, Pizza Hut. Going down, Scotian Bank. In front of the Scotian Bank, the Central Market, that they have sodas. $1.30. $1.30. With the optional activities. I want you to look at the optional activities. That is tomorrow we have the boat ride on Los Chiles to see wildlife, and in the afternoon we have the hot springs. Careful over there. Okay, the hot springs. The next day we go to Monteverde, and then the next day is when we have the zip lining, the cables, and the hanging bridges. I want to be very clear with these. You book it, I charge it, you decide not to go, there is no money back guarantee. Okay? That's something that you have to be very sure of what you're doing. Because that's a ground rule of Gateway. If it's your first time, well, you're knowing it now. And if it's not your first time, you know that it's pretty hard to get the money back if you change your mind at the end. Why? Because we work with reservations. They do not sell the space to nobody else than the people that we reserve. Okay? So remember, I like surprises in Christmas and my birthday. So I'm very, very clear. Okay, there is the line who said prepay. If you prepay that in US, it will be printed there. If it's not, and you did, please write prepaid, and I will check it with my computer. Today, when we get to the hotel that I assume we will be arriving at 3:30 in the afternoon, today, at 6 o'clock, I'll be at the reception. So you can come and pay me the optionals with your credit cards through the computer, and it will be charged in US. So you're not gonna have a fee outside like an extra tax. So the rooms are all over the place. I do not pick up the rooms. So your room is your room. Okay, so it's not that I like you better than the other and I get you. And the rooms are all together. They're all the same. They're all comfortable. Okay, and there will be somebody when we get to the hotel will come up in the bus. So don't stand up. Let the lady come and she will give you a whole orientation about the lodging, and it will give you your room numbers or your hammocks, whatever you feel. Okay, no, your room numbers. Okay, along that part, and then they're gonna have a little welcome cocktail. Like I promised, I do have the moonshine over here on the front, so you bring with your welcome cocktail, and I will boost them up if you want. If you don't, the drink do not have any alcohol. I will put the alcohol if you want into it. Okay, and then dinner will be at 7 o'clock. On the same restaurant we will have dinner tonight will be the restaurants that we're gonna be using for breakfast. Okay, so the girl will come and give you the whole information. Thank you for your time today. I never thank my travelers for the vacation because I think that a vacation you can pay it, but time you can't. Okay, so I appreciate the time of your life that you are spending with me, and thank you to Mr. Macizo also, who have brought us nicely and safe along this park. This is the Central Park of Fortuna. This is a 99.99% touristic town. Okay, if it wasn't because of the volcano, or it wasn't because of the hot spring, this town would not be here. Okay, the other thing is that Fortuna means fortune, lucky. Okay, the Arenal depends on the private cloud. The volcano produces a heat, the temperature produces a cloud, and sometimes it covers the whole volcano and you will say there is no such a thing here, or sometimes you can see the peak of the bottom. At early morning, most of the time at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30, sometimes you can see the mountain clear, or sometimes during the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the mountain can clear it up. But it's very unpredictable. We're passing the list for the optionals. Okay, very unpredictable about the clears or not clearing of the volcano. Okay, or we just have to sacrifice the youngest one on the trip for the God volcano. Can we put a hands up? We think that that would be a good idea. Hands up. Okay. Who is the youngest one? Can I see the hands up, please? Okay, you will be sacrificed for the God volcano. Okay, so pray that it clears up. Okay, see? My amigo over there has a magic knife for it. brought from Alaska, from the other gods from Alaska. Okay, so not just joking. Please always be aware of looking at the mountain. That it will be impossible to miss, because if it's clear, you can see it from miles away from here, and also pretty close to the hotel, so you're gonna have the opportunity to see that. Sometime around the gardens, the small gardens that the place have very good view of some birds and animals around. Okay, muchos nachos. Dinner will be at 7. Okay, and if you are paying, I'll be there waiting. Good drink of Costa Rica. This one over here. It's called cacique. There we go. This is the one that I'm gonna be putting on your juice if you want. Okay? It's only 30 proof.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The moonshine is 80.
Yeah.
Is that if you want to do something, you mark it there, so I can actually know that I have to call the place and say we need 20 space, 5 space, or 30 spaces. Okay, so you mark it up with a yes or with a check. I see that some people wrote yes, other ones put the check, and that's to I know what is the activity you want to do. Okay.
We went by a little place called Red Frog Coffee Roaster. Yeah, to get it today.
I would do it with some.
I think they probably have it set up because usually they have the gears up there, but I'm sure they have like a handbrake on it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mucho gusto. Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm
We're just gonna park over here. Wait until we.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he was saying the hardest part is the block. Well, I can do the block.
Then you're in.